Hey everyone, and welcome back to another quick tip. Today we are going to be working with our watercolors. There are two different methods, wet on wet and wet on dry. So to start, I have my watercolor palette and I've drawn out two different flowers, my cup of water and a paintbrush. What I'm going to do is wet this petal. Just dipping my paintbrush into water and then putting it straight on the paper. Next, I'm going to wet my paintbrush and put it in my paint. We're going to load our paintbrush and I'm using red, and then you can just dot it on there. You can move it and the water will move those colors. And the effect that this type of watercolor painting has always been my favorite. It's really fluid and it always ends up differently. Alright, so that is the wet on wet technique. Now we're going to do the wet on dry technique, and this one you have a lot more control over your colors and where they go and what they look like. We're just gonna put our paint straight on to our paper without getting our paper wet. There's my first petal. With this technique, your colors usually end up a lot more vibrant because there's less water. Now I'm going to do the stems. So we'll just jump right back to our wet on wet onto this flower. Got my stem wet, and now I'm going to load my brush and put it on the wet spots that I created. My water is already turning colors. I'm just going to dab that green into there. Now the stem on our other flower, I'm just going to get paint on my brush and go straight onto the paper where it is dry. See that the colors end up even and vibrant. And there you have it, two different techniques to watercolor painting.